Hi guys, welcome back to Pop DJ. My name's Charlie and today we're taking our first look at the brand new S4 Mk3 from Native Instruments alongside their flagship software Traktor Pro 3. For me, this is one of the most exciting releases in the digital DJ world. It's jam-packed full of brand new features and some of the technology used is a world first in a DJ controller. So let's find out what's new. On the face of it, you can instantly see a drastic improvement on the aesthetics of the DJ controller. It is now a sleek, well-designed, minimalist, professional-looking DJ controller that wouldn't look out of place in any DJ booth. I guess the main feature of the S4 that has got people talking about are these new motorized jog wheels with haptic feedback technology. In a nutshell, haptic is the science of applying a touch sensation and control to interaction with computer applications. The best example of this is the home button on the newer smartphones. There's no actual button there, but haptic feedback gives the user the sensation that they are touching a physical button. On the S4, we can feel the haptic feedback, firstly with a click feeling over the cue points and loops, and also a click feeling when adjusting beat grids on the fly. So firstly, you'll notice the increased size of the jogs, and more excitingly, they move. There are three different modes that the jog wheels can act in. Firstly, turntable mode, featuring a motorized jog that spins according to the track tempo. It features high torque emulating the feeling of vinyl within the platter and the rims, and it's also adjustable torque and start break times just like high-end turntables. Next up we have jog mode. This is more like a traditional controller or CDJ jog wheel. Again, it features adjustable jog wheel resistance. Finally, we have beat grid mode. We can use the jog wheel to manually adjust the beat grids on the fly. The way this works is when you're in beat grid mode, you should hear a metronome in your cue. Then all you do is adjust the jog wheel and line up the kicks with the metronome in your cue. Outside of either jog wheel, we have an RGB LED ring light which conveys loads of information to the user. Firstly, it visualises the movement in turntable and jog modes, the track tempo, deck selection, so it's decks A and B are blue and C and D are orange. Just below the actual jog wheel we have two high-res colour displays which also give the user loads of information. Here you can see the track title, the key, BPM, the waveform, loop length, and you can also use this to control your remix decks and stems. Leading on nicely to the 16 RGB performance pads which are used to control hot cues, loops, samples and stems. And finally, we see a much improved upon larger tempo fader for DJs who actually want to beat match. Moving our attention to the mixer, the S4 now features a Pro mixer layout. It's a super sleek design with sleek metering for increased accuracy. The S4 features a very spacious design considering the large volume of functions it now features. It's a 4-channel DJ controller which also features 4 line inputs and 2 phono inputs for connecting external CDJs, turntables, or drum machines and synths. Each channel features an improved long-life carbon protect fader as well as super accurate 3-band EQ. There is a dedicated cue section and an adjustable crossfader curve, perfect for scratch DJs who want to utilise these motorised jogs. Bringing us to the next major addition to the S4, the new dedicated mixer effects. These are a very simple one-knob mixer effects with a total of 8 to choose from within the Traktor software. You can choose which 4 you will use the most and then assign these to the individual channels as well as the expected filter. These are in addition to the Traktor deck effects which run across the top of the unit. These still run on the exact same layout and functionality as on Traktor Pro 2, but they've increased the effect suite to a total of 40 now. The S4 features a pro-grade 24-bit 96 kHz audio interface which sounds amazing. Previous units have had gain level issues compared to CDJs and this is now being addressed and I'll touch on this later. Turning our attention to the rear of the unit, as previously mentioned, there are multiple connections for CDJs and turntables, as well as 2 combi mic inputs. A much needed improvement is the addition of XLR master outs, which accompany the RCA Master 2 if you're going directly into a mixer in a club, as well as TRS booth outputs. They've added a USB hub, as well as a B port for connecting to your laptop, and there is a power supply, which now all Native Instruments power supplies are identical, saving you money on PSUs if you have other NI gear like a machine or one of their complete control keyboards. Something to note on this unit is that it is now totally DBS enabled, and this is part and parcel of the new Traktor Pro 3 software. Traktor Scratch is no longer a thing, and interestingly, Traktor timecode control is not limited to certain audio interfaces. Any sound card that features at least 1 line or phono input can be used to control Traktor Pro 3 in DBS. There's been the addition of the new mixer effects as well as the increased number of tractor deck effects up to a massive 40. Also, you can install Traktor Pro 3 alongside Traktor Pro 2 if you'd like, and it even offers you the option to copy across your whole collection, including metadata needed for cues and loops upon installation. Previous NI hardware will also be supported in Traktor Pro 3. If you're not looking to upgrade your hardware anytime soon, you can still make use of the new and improved software if you'd like. A few criticisms of the previous models have now been addressed. Firstly, the new and improved time stretching algorithm, now named Elastic 3, means you can drastically stretch any tune without hearing any pops, clicks, artifacts, and the improvements are extremely noticeable. One of the biggest flaws of the previous models of the S4 is when you're DJing in a club, anyone using an S4 Mark 1 or 2 who was either side of a DJ who was using CDJs, the S4 could not keep up in terms of loudness. This has been addressed with the inclusion of improved gain staging and by adding increased headroom within the software, alongside new and improved digital audio converters, so the S4 is just as loud as any CDJs. Furthermore on this, the limiter has been improved upon to ensure that there's no chance of the S4 not being loud enough on the club. Now I must stress you should only use the limiter in extreme circumstances. So there you go guys, that was a very quick look at the brand new S4 Mark III from Native Instruments. Be sure to pop into one of our showrooms to check it out for yourself or click on the links below to find out any more info. Thanks for checking out our videos and be sure to check out the rest of them on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Cheers.